Back on Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Clay Center Tigers, Drew Groover, our guest, as we get set for tonight's tip-off at home against Council Grove. Coach, let's go back to Tuesday. I know it's a loss, and we even talked about on the air, you can tab things, moral victories, or whatever you want to talk about. A loss is a loss, but you guys played well, did some really good things against a very good basketball team. I said, as we were talking about whether you call that or not a moral victory, I said one thing you always want to do is improve, play hard, and I thought the guys really did that on Tuesday.
Yeah, I do too. We had our game plan, and I thought we executed that on the defensive end. We flat didn't guard two guys, on them and trying to help off of those guys inside on their big men, and I thought we did a pretty good job there. Offensively, we only had 12 turnovers, I think, for the game, which was pretty good, especially against their 1-3-1 zone and their length and size that seems to cause a lot of trouble with, getting passes through and those sort of things. So, I feel for the most part our guys have played hard all season long. It's something that we talk about and we preach to them, or that we have preached to them all season long. And, you got to give credit to our guys for that. They didn't come out and think about the last game that we played against those and getting beat as bad as we did. But yeah, we did some good things, and Trevin had a bad shooting night, a bad offensive scoring night for him that he hasn't typically had this year, and he just had one of those nights, and the shots didn't fall for him. It was one of those things. If those shots fall, maybe the game's a little bit closer, and we have a chance to win at the end. And then also Cooper Glavin having getting into some foul trouble obviously didn't help things, because he's really our only big guy, I guess, so to speak, as far as height. And so we had to sit him a lot, and he was out of the game a lot. So, all in all, I felt like you said, we played hard and did some good things. We just came up a little bit short.
You mentioned Trevin, and it was a frustrating night for him. And for those who know Trevin, he's harder on himself than anybody else will be when he is struggling. The thing that was impressive to me was how he stayed in the ball game and continued to lead defense and just doing things he could do to help the team.
Yeah, and that's what we talk about with everybody, and is when you're not scoring points, or if you're not going to score baskets for us, what else can you do to help the team win? And Trevin, like I said, I don't think he necessarily took bad shots. They just didn't fall. They were shots that we wanted him to take, and they didn't go down that night. But he did a good job of staying in there and doing what he could to help the team win. And I told him after the game when I took him out, I said, "Hey, you had a bad night. Don't be too hard on yourself. The next game is the most important, and the shots will fall next time." So we hope they do fall tonight for him, and hope he has another good game for us.
You talked about the 1-3-1 zone of Chapman. It was not comical, but when you see 5'5" and 5'8" guards trying to pass around 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", it is a task. And I thought Jarrett and Isaac really did a nice job, a good job of handling that pressure.
Yeah, we did, and those guys are giving up almost a foot. With some of those guys, and trying to pass around those guys can be very difficult. They did a nice job of pass faking and being able to step around and get passes over and around those guys up there. As I mentioned earlier, I think we only had 12 turnovers for the game, which is pretty good for any game. If you can have 12 or less turnovers, I feel like that's pretty good in any game. And I thought we took care of the ball. I felt like defensively we played well enough to win the game. We didn't let them score too much. It's just we weren't able to get enough baskets to give us a chance toward the end.
One last note on the game Tuesday. Isaac Lee had a special night, 17 points. He was getting inside, and he was hitting from outside, and he's capable of doing that. It's just as a sophomore and undersized, sometimes the confidence can't be as high as you hope it will be. That's a game, though, that ought to build for him.
Yeah, we hope so. And, Isaac's a good shooter. He's one of our best shooters, if not our best shooter. He's put a lot of time into shooting over the summer and over multiple summers and multiple off seasons. And that's something we're trying to get across to Isaac is, when you're open, you need to pull the trigger. Don't be shy, because that's a good shot for him. He's put the time and effort in, and he needs to shoot it. And we've been on him, really all year, and maybe, not enough, but maybe I haven't done a good enough job of, giving him the confidence to go ahead and pull that trigger. And when he's open, and there on Tuesday against Chapman, we were on Isaac to shoot the ball when he was open. I thought early on he passed up 3 or 4 good looks, and he didn't shoot it. And finally, I kind of took him out and told him, if you aren't going to shoot the ball, there's really no reason to play him. And he went in and started shooting and had some, knocked down some shots. So, yeah, hopefully that'll build some confidence for him, and he can continue to knock down shots from the outside for us.
Let's talk about tonight's opponent, Council Grove. We get to see him once a year. What do you know about this year's edition?
Council Grove this year, new team, a lot of new guys, I guess, new faces on their team. A lot of couple young guys playing, got a couple freshmen that play. So, they're a team that's can shoot it a little bit from the outside as well. So we'll have to do a good job of getting out on their 3-point shooters, but we've got to play our basketball game and do what we've worked on. We need to be good defensively and get stops on the defensive end. Let our defense lead to our offense, and we need, as we mentioned before, we need Isaac and Trevin to be ready to shoot, knock down some shots from outside, and then our other guys do a good job as well when they get their chances to knock down their open shots. They need to knock them down. And I think another key to it is rebounding. We've got to, limit them to one shot, and for us, we got to crash the boards and get second and third chance opportunities for us. So, I think if we can do those 3 things, if we can defend, if we can rebound the basketball, and we can take care of the ball on the offensive end and take good shots, I think we'll have a good shot to win.
Coach, we really appreciate the time, and let's go get them tonight.
All right, thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearham with Midwest Regional Agency. Our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take the Ultimate Bromance.
Extra broy?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, this ultimate spicy Italian made with ultimate cheesy garlic bread?
I know, bro.
So much melted mozzarella.
And this garlic butter spread, I can't take it, bro.
You know what this calls for.
Bro hug?
It's like we share the same brain, bro.
Bring it in.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second half of our doubleheader, just a moment or so away. They'll be giving the starting lineups at our anthem here in just a few minutes as the Clay Center Tigers take on the Council Grove Braves. Council Grove comes in the mark of 7 wins and 8 losses on the year. The Tigers 2-12 on the season, played really well, shorthanded against Chapman on Tuesday night here at home against the Irish. Ended up seeing that game really stretched out in the final moments, but they were down by just 1 at halftime, trailed by single digits most of that fourth quarter before Chapman knocked down free throws down the stretch to win 58-39. The Tigers tonight take on a Council Grove team that is quite a bit of change from the last couple of years. They lost quite a few seniors last season. They'll have a few people back. They'll have some names you'll recognize. A freshman, Cohen Hula, who was, of course, head coach Bruce Hula, as that name's been around for quite some time here with Council Grove. They are 7-8. The Tigers are 2-12. It is a matchup in the Den tonight on a Friday as the Clay Center Tigers host the Council Grove Braves. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll see if they get to the anthem, and then we'll have our starting lineups, and we'll get you set for tip-off just around the corner, all right here in the Den. Clay Center Tiger basketball.
Well, it's already been a year for me here at Union State Bank. Time sure does fly when you get to work with the best customers. If you're looking to add 1 cow or 100 cows, 1 acre or 1,000 acres, or the line of credit it takes today to operate on, give me a call. I'll come out and go through your options that serve you best. So from your kitchen table, your shop, or your pickup, you get the details on your loan to benefit your farm. I'm Ryan Hendricks with Union State Bank, member FDIC.
All of us at United Bank and Trust would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone in the community for your support and business over the past year. It is our pleasure to be part of the communities we serve, and we are thankful for the relationships we have built and continue to build. Best wishes to you all for 2019 to be a year filled with happiness, success, and good health. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's Bump Day.
You heard that right. This is Linda Reed with the Citizens National Bank, and we are bumping up the rates on individual retirement accounts 0.25%. You still have time to make that 2018 contribution to your IRA before you visit your tax person. It doesn't matter if the contribution is for 2018 or 2019. We are bumping up that rate. Take advantage of the offer before April 15th. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Folks, since we've added our new display lot downtown Clay Center, people are saying we have the best deals on Highway 15 and 24, and we think so too. So give us a chance to earn your business, and just for coming in, we're going to buy you dinner at the 1524 Brew House. That's right, just give us a chance and we're going to buy you lunch. So come out and see us. You got nothing to lose. You're going to get a great deal and a great meal. So come see us at the Green Team in Clay Center.
If you're itemizing deductions, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy can provide you with a history report at your request. They'll print out your prescription list that you had filled or refilled with them in the past year for your convenience. And this service is absolutely free. It's just another reason to make Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy your prescription and health headquarters. They're always there for you.
Let's bring it back again to the Den as we get set for a matchup between the Clay Center Tigers that has mentioned the Council Grove Braves on a Friday night. Starting lineups will start with the Braves. Brett Berzer, 9.5 points a game, a 5'8 senior. Kellen Marshall, 9.2 a game, a 5'5 freshman. You have Haiti Biling, a 5'11 sophomore. Brady King, 10.3 a game, a 6'3 junior. And Daedric Freeze, a 6'1 senior. The starters for the Council Grove Braves. For the Clay Center Tigers, it'll look like this. It will be Cooper Glavin, who gets to start tonight, of course, down low in the post. He is averaging right now 7.7 points a game, over 7 rebounds a contest for the 6'1 junior. Trevin Shirley, 13.3 a game, 3.3 boards. He has lit it up this year from beyond the three-point line, a 6'2 senior. Isaac Lee, coming off a 17-point performance on Tuesday night against Chapman. He is averaging 7.5 points a game and has hit 16 threes on the year, a 5'5 sophomore. Whit Williams, a 6'3 sophomore, 2.5 points, 1.5 boards. And Jared Fitzenmeyer, a 5'8 junior, 3.5 points, 2.7 boards, 2.4 assists. He had a 9-point performance on Tuesday for the 5'8 junior. So again, for the Tigers, it's Glavin, Shirley, Lee, Williams, and Fitzenmeyer. Council Grove goes with Berzer, Marshall, Beiling, along with King and Freeze. And we are underway. Council Grove does control the opening tip-off. Out top with the dribble is going to be Kellen Marshall, a freshman at 5'5", who runs the point. There's a lob down inside that is broken up by Cooper Glavin and then tracked down by Whit Williams. Tigers have the basketball. It'll be Jared Fitzenmeyer bringing it across the timeline. Marshall on him. Screen from Glavin. Little give and go, and Glavin all the way to the window, in for two. The Coupe DeVille splits the lane off the give and go from Jared Fitzenmeyer, and the Tigers have a 2-0 lead. Council Grove against pressure. Gets it across the court. Now a kick outside. 3 ball and away. First 3 attempt of the game is up and in by Haiti Beiling. So it is a 3-2 ball game. Tigers back the other direction. Clay Center down by 1. Isaac Lee with it out top. Lee coming off that 17-point game on Tuesday, as mentioned. Right side wing deep. Lee, ball fake, drive, scooter up off the glass, won't go. And it just rimmed out. Good look by Isaac Lee. 3-2. Council Grove back the other direction. Left corner. 3-ball fake by Berzer in the corner. Back outside and deep. They bring it out top now at the point to Brody King. King will drive the lane, and a foul is going to be called against the Tigers. So it'll be Clay Center's basketball, and Cooper Glavin with an early foul. He was in foul trouble Tuesday. Really didn't get a chance to be as much a part of that game as the Tigers would want him to be because of foul trouble. Here's an inbounds pass from the baseline. Council Grove shot blocked by Shirley. He gets the rebound and hands it off to Jared Fitzenmeyer. Into the front court, Fitzenmeyer with the dribble. Off a screen from Glavin, and now an illegal screen called against Glavin. That's 2 quick fouls. It was an on-ball screen, but that's going to be the second on Glavin, and he's going to have to come out. More and more common, that offensive screen, if you don't stand right where you're at, if you move at all, they're calling it more and more. We saw it in the girls' game as well. So Glavin comes out with 2 early fouls after the opening bucket on that drive on the left side. Dylan Swihart is in. Good to have him back coming off the illness he had to deal with Tuesday. There's another 3 attempt, no good. Rebound tipped inside, picked up by Swihart, and the Tigers have it back. Down by 1, 6:17 to work. Fitzenmeyer brings it through the timeline. Jarrett off a screen from Williams. Now holds, gives it outside deep to Swihart. Dylan, couple of ball fakes, now to Isaac Lee. Up top to Shirley. Man-to-man by Council Grove. Left on the wing is Swihart. Backdoor look, wasn't there, trying to hit Lee. Now Swihart with a look at the top of the 3-ball. It is strong. Rebound inside. Fitzenmeyer goes up, trying to keep it alive. Jarrett, just 5'8", a junior, but averages almost 3 rebounds a game with efforts just like that. It didn't pay off that time. Now a travel on Council Grove, and the Tigers will have it back. Clay Center's basketball with 5:45 to go in the first, and they trail 3-2. With Williams into Jared Fitzenmeyer. Shirley, Lee, Swihart down the court for the Tigers. Fitzenmeyer works it right with the dribble. Now stops, needs help, gets it to Whit Williams. Around left is Swihart. Dylan puts it down, back across to Fitzenmeyer. Tigers running a 1-4 set right now. Here's Fitzenmeyer out deep. Williams back to Fitzenmeyer. Now down in low, looking for Shirley, dropping inside. And it was read nicely that time by Beiling, who comes up with a steal. Kick out in the corner. Ball fake on the 3. Council Grove kicks it right wing now, and a traveling violation against Council Grove. Little hop by Brett Berzer as he was getting set to ball fake and then step across the shoot. Clay Center gets it back. It's a 3-2 ball game. 5:12 to go first quarter. They trail by 1, but again with possession now. Fitzenmeyer into the front court. Man-to-man by both teams here early. Left on the wing is Lee. Isaac, free throw line. Ball fake to Williams. Kick out to Swihart. Swihart off to Fitzenmeyer. Right sideline is Isaac Lee. Now to Trevin Shirley, attacking the paint, takes it up in the lane, and off glass, the soft touch from Surehand Shirley. Not an easy shot, but he made it look pretty. It's 4-3, Tigers by 1. And now near steal by Williams. That ball tipped to the sideline and out of bounds to Clay Center. That went off of Berzer. And now we may get an overrule by the near official, and it is going to stay with Council Grove. 4:37 to work, opening quarter. Blake Frederick in for Clay Center. Isaac Lee gets a breather. Also, Jake Ferguson playing for the first time since Christmas break. He's got a tape on that right shoulder that has been injured, but he was able to practice this week, and so nice to see Jake Ferguson back out there. He goes up, is going to get a foul here early. Help side defense. Somebody got loose, and he came across the paint and will pick up the foul. It'll be free throw chances for Council Grove and Brody King. 4:32 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Tigers lead it by 1, 4-3. Council Grove at the stripe for 2. First free throw rims out for King. Over 10 a game, the 6'3 junior, nearly 4 boards. Missing on the first free throw chance. Second charity up, and this one is good. For the Tigers, Council Grove tied 4 apiece, 4:29 to go, first quarter. Fitzenmeyer, high post, Blake Frederick. Backdoor look inside. Here's Shirley again with the soft touch. This time won't go. Rebound Ferguson, offensive board, back up missing. Fitzenmeyer, one more chance. He will shovel it up there, and it comes off the mark. Great battle inside with the Tigers on the offensive board, unable to cash it in. Now kick outside for Marshall. Dribble against Fitzenmeyer. Kellen Marshall. Little crossover move. Now hands it deep left side. Now at top it comes to Berzer. Back to Marshall on the wing right. High post pass comes to Diedrich Fries. Back outside for Marshall. Fitzenmeyer on him. 3:48 to work. Here's Marshall in the lane. Floater short. Rebound comes off to Jake Ferguson. Tigers have it back with a tie ball game at 4 apiece. Here's Swihart. Back out deep. Frederick fakes the 3. Steps toward the lane. Now to Fitzenmeyer. Off to Shirley. Thought about a long 3. Doesn't take it. Swihart has it at the point. Dillon off to Jared Fitzenmeyer. Now to Blake Frederick. Turns the corner toward the paint. Back out top. Shirley for 3. Yes! Barely touched net by Trevin Shirley, and the Tigers have a 7-4 advantage. Now full court pressure put on. Good double team in the corner by Ferguson and Frederick. Now up the right side it comes. Opposite side to Diedrich Fries. Marshall with it in the front court. Marshall out deep. There's a 3 ball from way outside, and it's airballed short by Haiti Biling. So the Tigers will get it back. 3:01 remains opening quarter. Fitzenmeyer breather as Isaac Lee returns. So it's Lee, Ferguson, Swihart, Williams also back on the court. Whit Williams, that is, and Shirley. Tigers lead it 7-4. It'll be Isaac Lee who brings it across the midcourt stripe. Under 3 to go, first quarter. Tigers up by a triple. Lee looks inside, now left wing. Swihart fakes the 3, drives the lane, takes it up inside, and drops it in off the window. Dylan Swihart, the Swihart swish, has his first bucket. Now it's Marshall back the other way to the baseline, drive in low, and a foul called against the Tigers on the arm. 2 free throws coming. Clay Center up by 5 here, but it will be Council Grove at the stripe, shooting 2. Diedrich Fries will have that chance, a 6'1 senior. Foul is called against Whit Williams, his first. For Trevin Shirley, his 38th three-pointer on the season, and that one, as mentioned, barely moved the net as it fell through that time on the high arcer from just off the top of the key to the right. 2:39 remains, opening quarter. 9-5, Clay Center by 4. Free throw up and in by Fries. He hits both. That'll make it a 9-7 or 9-6 ball game. Tigers lead it by 3. Shirley into Isaac Lee will bring it up the floor. Tigers with 2:38 to work, opening quarter. Lee, high post pass, Whit Williams. Backdoor look. Shirley, he'll back it out. Now outside to Lee. Around right it goes to Swihart. 2:25 to work. Here's Shirley toward the lane. Kick out. Williams, 15-footer. No. Swihart tried to tip in, was hammered. No foul was called. And it's going to be Council Grove the other direction. Now Swihart will be called for the foul. Smart move by Kellen Marshall as he had Swihart chasing him and then just controlled, dribbled, stopped, and got a little contact, got the foul call. 2:19 to work here in the opening quarter. Marshall tapping his head a couple of times to run the point. 5-5 at most, I will say, for Marshall at Council Grove. He really handles the ball well and runs the show for this team as a freshman at 5'5". Has it left wing deep. Works his way toward the paint. Now kick out top to Berzer. Here's Marshall to the corner. Long skip pass across to Berzer again. Fakes the 3, steps toward the paint, hangs in the air, can't get the shot. Rebound battled for Out of bounds off of Dylan Swihart. Last to touch it, just couldn't get two hands to it, but kept it alive. Eventually out of bounds to Council Grove. Swihart with a breather. Brayton Williams in for the first time tonight. 1:48 remains opening quarter. Tigers lead here 9-6. It will be inbounded from the baseline by Brett Berzer. Marshall in the corner. Kick out now at the top comes to Biling, who's hit a three earlier. He's missed the last two he shot, though. The last one airballed short from deep range. Now a dribble drive inside. Good cutoff by Brayton Williams, but a nice stop and pop by Berzer. And it's a 1-point ball game. 90 seconds to go first quarter. 9-8 ball game. Tigers by 1 and with the basketball. Brayton Williams to Whit Williams. Whit to Shirley. A long three, his second of the game. Banks it in. Why not? Trevin Shirley, the bank open late Friday night in the Den. It's 12-8. Tigers back up by 4 now. Marshall down the court. Dribble drive inside by the big fella. Stop and pop won't go. Rebound is Isaac Lee coming out of the pack with it. And the Tigers with 1 minute left have the lead of 4 and the basketball. Lee works it left side off a screen from Brayton Williams. Quick three ball on its way, just off the mark. Rebound ripped away by Council Grove. This will be King. Brody King, length of the floor, runs through with Williams, but he didn't really have position. A blocking foul against the Tigers sophomore. Witt had the right idea, but pretty good play by King to edge his way away from the defender and didn't run right through the middle of him. Instead, ran through the shoulder, and Witt had to maybe lean a little bit, picks up his second foul. Council Grove's possession on the baseline. Tigers lead by 4. 48 to work in the first period. From the baseline, Marshall to inbound it. Lobs it in the lane. Shot is taken up and in by King. His first field goal. He has 3 points in the game, and the Tigers' lead is 2, 12-10. Jared Fitzenmeyer across the timeline. Off a screen from Jake Ferguson. Getting back in there off the shoulder injury. They lob it to Jake in the paint. Back to the bucket. Little clear out for him. Poked away from behind, but run down by Fitzenmeyer. Now Brayton Williams toward the paint. Trying to kick it out, and now is called for traveling as he got caught in a double team. 20 seconds left first quarter. 12-10 ball game. It'll be Council Grove back with possession. Isaac Lee pressuring on Marshall in the backcourt. Marshall across the timeline now. Works it left, gets it off. Ball fake, and that's a travel against Council Grove again. This time on Jalen Timkins. So the Tigers have it back with 12 seconds to work first quarter and a 2-point 12-10 lead. Jake Ferguson lobs it up the court a little bit for Isaac Lee, who will pick it up with 12 seconds just past the timeline. Now to Jared Fitzenmeyer. Baseline drive, gets inside the lane, kick out top, Williams. Takes it left, goes right. Isaac Lee, 3 ball at the buzzer, just strong, and the rebound battled for as the buzzer sounds. We're headed to the second quarter. Tigers out to a 12-10 lead after 8 minutes here in the Den.
TSI Kansas now offers 24/7 road service for your repair needs. You can rely on TSI to get you back on the road and at a fair price. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine trouble, our skilled mechanics can get you back in the field or on the road. So if you find yourself broke down on the road or on the farm, call TSI Kansas, your local full-service diesel repair shop. 785-632-5183.
A full-time custom applicator position is available at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Clay Center. There are many facets to this job, including handling of packaged chemicals, operating spray equipment, as well as computers on equipment, mixing of pesticides and fertilizers, maintaining records, assisting the mechanic, and daily inspection of vehicles, just to name a few. If you're looking for good work that offers insurance and benefits, apply in person at Nutrien Ag Solutions on the west side of Clay Center on Highway 24.
12-10 ball game. Tigers have the lead as they get set to start the second quarter with the basketball. Remember, they played most of that first quarter without Cooper Glavin with 2 fouls. He stays on the sideline. Trevin Shirley, a huge opening quarter with 8 of their 12 points. Here's Blake Frederick within the corner, out deep to Shirley. Brayton Williams, Dylan Swihart, Jared Fitzenmeyer on the court. Tigers leading by 2 with the basketball. Frederick backs it out, directs traffic, now looks over to the sideline. Goes right side to Williams. Brayton cuts through off the pass to Fitzenmeyer. Back out deep to Swihart. Now around left is Frederick. Corner it goes to Williams. Brayton ball fakes. Bounce pass back out deep against a Council Grove zone. High post it comes to Shirley in the corner. Blake Frederick, three-pointer, rims off. Rebound. Fissenmeyer keeps it alive. Williams back up and, or Fresh Swihart back up and fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. Good look from Blake Frederick. It hung on the rim for a while. And then back up with the tip was Jarrett Fissenmeyer. Again, the 5'8 junior has a knack for getting to the basketball on the boards. And Swihart at the stripe knocks down the first of two free throws. 13-10, Clay Center by 3. Second free throw is good as well. So Swihart, the Swihart swish has 4. Tigers lead by 4, 14-10. Full court pressure now by Clay Center. Double team by Brayton Williams. Blake Frederick. Ball is tipped by Williams, tipped by Frederick, and then taken away by Fissenmeyer. Now Frederick, ball fake, leans in the lane. Shot is taken away by Council Grove. Down the court quickly comes Brody King. Fingertip roll, lays in there, and it's a 2-point ball game again at 14-12. King has 5. The Tigers do lead by the 1 bucket. 6:50 left to go, first half of play. Fissenmeyer, right wing deep. Swihart, outside to Frederick. Blake will back it out, now right on the sideline to Swihart. Fissenmeyer has it. Council Grove went man-to-man first quarter, and now the zone 2-3 defense giving the Tigers just a little bit of an adjustment to get used to. 14-12. Swihart to Frederick. Right back to Blake inside from Swihart. Jumper in the lane from 10 won't go. Rebound comes off to Council Grove, and Blake Frederick called for the foul, trying to come back and get the offensive rebound. Good look inside again by Blake. And that is a 7th team foul against the Tigers. 1 whistle against Council Grove thus far in this half. Already in the 1-and-1 goes Council Grove, and a chance at the line for Brody King. Isaac Lee back in for the Tigers. Brayton Williams will come out. So it's Lee, Shirley, Frederick, Swihart, and Fissenmeyer. 1-and-1 chance. Free throw up and rimming off. Rebound to Swihart. Up the court, Blake Frederick crosses the timeline. Now between the legs a couple of times and pulls to the corner. Swihart has it. 6:20 left, second quarter. There's a pass taken away by Council Grove. Down the court quickly. Kick out to Marshall in the corner. Fakes the 3. The floater on the way to the baseline up and good. 5'5" freshman Kellen Marshall with his first bucket. He averages 9.2 a game, and now a timeout taken on the sideline by the Tigers. We're tied at 14, 6:02 to go here in the Den.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball's a simple game. Insurance is too when you turn to me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman in Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for farm, auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Give us a call at 785-632-2585. I make insurance a layup. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
6:02 remains, first half of play. Tigers knotted up 14 apiece with Council Grove right now. They have played much of this first half without Cooper Glavin, who picked up 2 fouls within the first minute and a half. And so he came out and has not returned. They'll try to save him for the second half. Tied at 14. Jared Fissenmeyer from the sideline brings it in. Shirley, great catch in traffic, then kicks it off to Blake Frederick. Now Fissenmeyer controls out top, left to Swihart. To Isaac Lee at the point. Right wing it goes to Fissenmeyer, looking low, nothing there inside. Man-to-man this trip by Council Grove. They had gone zone. Now back to man-to-man. The Tigers getting things lined up. Left side wing. Lee, great look for 3. Yes! Splash. Lee splashes one in, and the Tigers have the lead back at 17-14. He had 17 points on Tuesday against Chapman. Left side is Berzer. Kick out. Marshall has to run it down for Council Grove near the timeline. Left it comes now to King. Handed outside. Berzer for 3. No good. Rebound tipped around. Shirley has it off to Isaac Lee. Tigers with the basketball and a 3-point lead. 5:10 to go, first half. Lee with it in the front court. Double team. Lobs it off to Shirley. Attacks the lane all the way to the window. Shirley has 10, and the Tigers lead again by 5. Now Isaac Lee near steal. He does rip it away. It's going to be a jump ball. Great hustle play by Isaac Lee, the sophomore. The possession does go back to Council Grove. The Braves taking some liberty as Lee was on the ground, and the Tiger fans not happy about it. And Council Grove trying to fire their own crowd up. Lee had the pocket picked and had it ripped away, and then it was tied up, and a little extracurricular as they finished that play up. Now Council Grove down in the corner is big double team. And we have a travel. No, a foul is going to be called on Swihart. Coach Drew Groover wanted a jump ball. The crowd not happy. Swihart not happy. And it will be Council Grove at the free throw stripe. The official explaining to Coach Groover, who was right there on the play, that it was not a jump ball. That is the 8th team foul against Council Grove, and 8 team fouls against the Tigers, 1 foul against Council Grove in this whole first half thus far. At the free throw line, missing, and a rebound pulled away by Swihart, and he's ran out of bounds by Berzer. And Swihart not happy. Berzer exchanges words. And Berzer still talking. They're going to get some control here. Swihart was just shouldered out of bounds by Berzer, and then went after Swihart. Jared Fitzenmeyer, we might have to call him the peacekeeper, he went over and did not let Dillon go retaliate, and then Berzer just turned and kept jawing with him. 19-14. Intense here in the Den on a Friday night. Tigers have it back. Whit Williams coming in for Swihart. Also Berzer coming out for Council Grove. Here's Shirley in the left wing. Dribble drives to the paint, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Council Grove. And the Tiger crowd and student section mockingly applauds. The foul was called. 4:39 to work, second quarter. Tigers have the basketball. It'll be on the baseline. Blake Frederick will inbound. Blake holds, now needs to go somewhere, lobs it out deep for Isaac Lee near the timeline. 4:35 to go. Tigers lead it here by 5, and now a turnover as Fitzenmeyer was cutting. Lee was throwing outside, and it goes out of bounds to Council Grove. The unique Kellen Marshall with the basketball, it stood out to me, so I'll pass it along to you. He's an incredible ball handler and player for freshmen at just 5'5", if that. But he has a mouthpiece, and what's many do anymore, it's never in his mouth. He has a left wing now with it sticking out. He shoots a 3 and buries it, so he can play. Oh, now he's pointing at the Tiger student section and jawing at him a little bit. Kellen Marshall has 5 points. The lead is 2 now. There's a takeaway by Council Grove. This thing is getting rough and tumble right now. Council Grove has tied it on a Jalen Tompkins bucket. Coach Drew Groover begging for a foul and not getting it. Here's Blake Frederick, the drive to the lane. Again, nothing called amongst a big crowd in the paint. In the corner is Council Grove for the lead. A three-pointer, no. Rebound. Lee bumps. It's tipped. Fitzenmeyer has it. Jarrett across the timeline. Now right and deep. Shirley for 3 in the lead back. Not this time. The rebound out of bounds, though, off Council Grove. It will be Clay Center's basketball. And not for the weak of heart, this one here tonight. They are letting them get after it. And the Tigers have the basketball tied at 19. 3:36 to go, second quarter. From the baseline, Frederick lobs it out deep for Shirley. Catches at the timeline. Spurs are calling for over and back. That's not the rule. That changed a couple of years ago. Not where you start, it's where you land. Here's Frederick with it out deep. Between the circles, between the legs. He is defended by Diedrich Freed. Now gets it out deep to Whit Williams, right back to Frederick on the wing right. 3:15 to go, 19-19 ball game. Lee, right to Frederick. Blake, dribble penetrates, stops to the baseline. Whit Williams, good look from 15 feet, but it's strong. Rebound comes off to Council Grove. Now Fitzenmeyer near steal. He does tip it up, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Council Grove. Jarrett Fitzenmeyer, a one-man press, and the Tigers get it back. 3 minutes left to work in the second quarter. It will be Blake Frederick to inbound. Williams comes out. Jake Ferguson is back in. Blake slaps it into motion. Left wing, Shirley, 3-ball on its way, and just strong. Long rebound. Fitzenmeyer keeps it alive, and the Tigers will get it back. 2:51 to work. Jared Fitzenmeyer, again, keeping a loose ball and a rebound alive, and then tracking it down. Fitzenmeyer drives the lane, kick out in the corner. Frederick, 3-ball, just strong. Weak side rebound comes away to Council Grove. 2:35 to go here in the opening quarter. The drive down low by King. Reverse laying is good. Brody King with the bucket, and now a timeout taken on the court. It's a full timeout, 21-19. Tigers trail by a bucket. 2:29 left to go in the second quarter.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take the Ultimate Bromance.
Extra broy?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, this ultimate spicy Italian made with ultimate cheesy garlic bread?
I know, bro.
So much melted mozzarella.
And this garlic butter spread, I can't take it, bro.
You know what this calls for.
Bro hug?
It's like we share the same brain, bro.
Bring it in.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
Meadowlark Hospice considers it an honor to care for those you love. When family members are coping with a life-limiting illness, we help care for your emotional, physical, and spiritual needs. We support living one's life to the fullest and treasuring every moment. With a nursing staff based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us day or night. Serving Clay, Cloud, Marshall, Republic, Washington, and Western Riley counties. We are just a phone call away. Call 632-2225 for more information.
21-19 ball game. 2:29 left to work here in the second quarter. It will be Clay Center's basketball. Jake Ferguson, Blake Frederick, Isaac Lee, Jared Fitzenmeyer, Trevin Shirley on the floor for the Tigers. Blake Frederick across the timeline. Works it left. Hands it off to Trevin Shirley. They work the weave outside, and the ball nearly taken away. Fitzenmeyer has it. 2:20 to go. First half, Tigers down by 2 with possession. Wing right and deep is Isaac Lee. Now to Frederick. Ball fake and drive. Takes it toward the lane, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Blake Frederick. Kellen Marshall draws that charge. 2:09 to work. Basketball back to the Braves. 2-point ball game. The foul on Blake Frederick, his second. Now Frederick picks the ball up for Marshall. The ball taken away by Fitzenmeyer. Good ball fake with the left and good. Jared Fitzenmeyer's got a chance at a 3-point play. Frederick forced the turnover. Fitzenmeyer took the pass away as Blake Frederick, defending on Marshall, ended up a weak pass. Fitzenmeyer stole it, took it, and got the chance at hoop and harm, and the foul called against Biling, his second. Big-time play by the junior for the Tigers. Now we've got a substitution coming in for Council Grove. Foul on Biling, his second. He comes out. Fitzenmeyer at the stripe with a chance to take the lead back for Clay Center, tied at 21 right now. Free throw up, and it rims off. Rebound away to Biling. Hit pass by Fitzenmeyer, nearly took another one back. Now Berzer has it in the backcourt. Across the timeline, Fitzenmeyer defending there. Off it goes now to King out deep, around left to Biling. Down to 1:48 to go. Biling kicks it right wing. Berzer takes 3, drives toward the lane. Slides inside, kick out left. King for 3. It is rimming off. Rebound tip out by Shirley, picked up by Jake Ferguson. Tigers have it. Chance to take the lead back here. Ferguson down court. In the corner right, Frederick to Isaac Lee. Takes it left, back to Blake. Now Fitzenmeyer cutting through. Frederick dribble drives. Free throw line. Jump stop. Outside it comes to Jared Fitzenmeyer. 1:23 to work first half. Tigers tied at 21 apiece. Now to Frederick. Blake. Ball fakes. Now to the post. Ferguson back to the bucket. Toward the lane. Kick out to Shirley. Trevin. Ball fakes it. Now drives it. Falls to the ground. Out top it comes to Frederick. Blake will kick to the corner for Ferguson. Now Shirley. 3-ball in the lead. And it just rims off. Rebound tipped by Ferguson, kept alive by Fitzenmeyer, kept alive by Lee. Ferguson back in the mix, and it's going to be a jump ball with the arrow going to Clay Center. It's a cross between a goal line stand every trip down the court and just a good old-fashioned rugby scrum. I mean, these two teams are flat getting after it. Physical would be an understatement. 57 seconds to work first half. By the way, at the half, we're going to hear from band director Daniela Thrasher part of our locker room show this week, which you can catch on our KCLY YouTube channel. Shirley, great look for a three. Strong. Long rebound tracked down by Jake Ferguson. Left wing it goes to Swihart. Crossover move toward the lane. Kick out in the corner. Ferguson attacks the paint. Slides in underneath. Scoop shot won't go, but he'll get to the free throw line to shoot two. Good move by the Daredevil, Jake Ferguson. Looking pretty healthy here for the first time in a long time. He played 3 football games with his shoulder injured in the first 6 games of the season in basketball, and finally said, I've got to do something about it. Chance to take the lead back here. Free throw up and short. They'll have one more coming. Brayton Williams back on for the Tigers. Isaac Lee will come out. Brayton Williams, Jarrett Fitzenmeyer, Trevin Shirley, Dylan Swihart. At the line is Jake Ferguson trying to get the Tigers the lead back. We're tied at 21 apiece. Free throw on its way is up and rims off. Rebound away to Brody King. Council Grove has it, looking to go the other direction. King racing down the court with a dribble to the corner. Biling for 3 is up and good. His second of the game. Biling has 6. The Tigers trail by 3, 24-21. Fitzenmeyer in the front court. Marshall on in. Off he goes to Ferguson. Now left and deep, Swihart. Dribble attack, kick out to Brayton Williams. Down to 14 seconds. Williams hands it off to Fitzenmeyer. Fitzenmeyer with 10. Now hands it away to Swihart with 7. Tigers need to go in a corner. Williams. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Brayton forces one up, guarded, won't go. The rebound to Council Grove. We'll head to halftime. Tigers trail 24-21 when we come back.
When Precision Ag equipment isn't working right, Central Valley Ag customers call their Precision Ag Helpline.
Growers that have their Precision Planting, Ag Leader, Yield 360 technology through us get support when every minute matters.
CVA Precision Ag Manager Keith Byerly says using AgriSync, they see what you see.
Via their camera on the back of their phone.
Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist about the Precision Ag Helpline. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Back once again in the den. The Clay Center Tigers trail 24-21 to Council Grove. It has been a rough and tumble first half of play. I mean, there has been jaw-jacking, there's been crowd taunting, there's been very physical play, and it's a survival game right now. Tigers played almost that entire first half. In fact, they played all the second quarter and all but a minute and a half of the first quarter without Cooper Glavin in foul trouble, so we'll have him back in the mix. He's not going to shy away from contact. We know that. And the Tigers haven't either. But it is a rough game. Council Grove leads at 24-21 here at the half. I'll give you the scoring leaders real quickly. Brody King has 7 points, I should say, for Council Grove. 6 from Haiti Biling, 5 from Kellen Marshall, 2 each for Brett Berzer and Jalen Simpkins and Diedrich Fries. For the Clay Center Tigers, it is 10 points first half from Trevin Shirley, including 2 3-balls, a 3-pointer from Isaac Lee, 2 each from Cooper Glavin and Jarrett Fitzenmeyer, and 4 points from Dylan Swihart. 24-21, Tigers trail by 3 here at the half. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to hear from the band director at Clay Center, Daniela Thrashers, our halftime guest, coming up next.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, and in the classroom. We are strongly committed to our youth now and in the future. Our support doesn't stop there even when the season is over or when the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our country. The CNB offers the student checking. This account will help transition students from being high schoolers to attending any college or other career-driven path. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
And joined now by Daniela Thrasher, the director of the Tiger Band. Thanks first off for letting me come in and interrupt your guys' day and be a part of Tiger Band. Talk about this crew right here real quickly as they had fun kind of sharing what Tiger Band's about.
They're an example of the Tiger Band. Those 5 it was fairly easy to pick, but also really hard to pick because all 36 could have been here and done an equal great job.
You mentioned 36 in the band. How has that number grown incrementally since you came here? I know it's grown a bunch.
Well, last year when I got here, we had 25. We had 1 sophomore, which is now our 1 junior, We had 5 freshmen at this point. And this year, when we moved over from 8th grade to freshmen, we brought in 16. So at the end now, we had a couple of move-outs, we went from 25 to 36.
It's exciting to see those things happening, I know, for you and for the community as well. For our viewers who may not know you, how did you end up in Clay Center Community High School? I guess the Reader's Digest version of it.
Yes. It's fairly easy. I was a teacher in Junction City and also helping out with the music. And that particular week, we had the musical rehearsal for Junction City High School musical. And I get a call from C.L. Snodgrass. Everybody knows him. And he's like, there is a job opening. Do you still want to be a band director? Because we had talked about this a year prior. I'm like, I call you back because I had no time. Well, long story short, that was on a Wednesday. Friday was my interview, and Monday I had the job.
And the rest is now forming history, right? Favorite thing now that you've come into this high school and kind of a real part of it? I mean, I know you feel that now.
I absolutely feel like a part of the Clay Center Community High School, but also the community, just by being out there all the time at the ball games and concerts and people coming up. It's just the community in and outside of the school is so welcoming, was so welcoming from day one. The kids, they're just, we're a family. We have this song this year, We Are a Family, and I think it's a true story, and that beats going to work every day.
Very, very good. Okay, you have to play Tiger Talk too. Okay. Right? Favorite music outside of Tiger? I mean, Tiger Band obviously number one, but next to that,
music. Okay. I would say probably country music.
Your favorite artist then?
Tim McGraw.
McGraw, very good. Wind chills, terrible. I hate the winter time, so I'm ready for summer. Who's the most chill of this group? Evidently nobody.
I would go with the kids, with Johnny Kittredge, because he's doing what he's doing, and he's our band president, and he's doing that chill. He's also my TA, and he's whatever happens and whatever needs to be done, he's doing it, but always in a laid-back way.
Right on. And favorite moment this year, maybe that pops to your head? I bet you've got hundreds of them, but is there one that really stands out?
I was thinking about this when you interviewed the kids. I think every time we go to a competition or every time we have a concert, I have a favorite moment. I may or may not tear up after concerts because I'm just so extremely proud of those children and what they have accomplished in that short amount of time. And it's not necessarily, the concerts are for the community, and I can tell the community likes it, and they can tell. It's not about ratings at marching band festivals or something, even though they rose as well, but it's just that wow factor after they performed.
Great. Now, Stardusters is coming up March 8th. Cooper, I got your back still. March 8th.
March 8th.
So it really is, it's here in essence.
It is. We have, I think it's 25 more school days. So not that we would count, but, and it's like the kids said, Ella said, it's completely student-driven this year. They picked a program. They're doing everything that the band director did in the past. They're doing decorations. They're doing stage setup and the program and the script. Everything is student-driven. I'm the guide on the side, and I conduct, and that's coming up on March 8th.
Well, looking forward to it as always. Stardusters, March 8th. Tiger Band, thank you guys so much for letting us take a little peek inside, and great work. Keep it up.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Agmark is striving to meet the needs of the changing agriculture industry and is proud to have served the grain producers in this area for the last 20 years. Agmark continues to bring a global market to north central Kansas while working to improve the bottom line of your farming operation and the local economy. For more information on how they can help you, contact them at 888-848-9979 or visit their website at agmarkllc.com. Agmark, providing long-term marketing solutions.
It's time for your UBT Top 5. Saving money can be hard without a plan, the right tools, and accountability. Here are the top 5 things you can do to begin saving in 2019. Start small, set specific savings goals, create a savings plan of action, set boundaries so you don't stray from your plan, and utilize banking tools such as scheduling automatic transfers. Then watch your savings grow. Visit ubankonline.com for more information or talk to a UBT representative to start a plan today. Equal Housing Lender, FDIC.
Not all pork is created equal. Discover hand-trimmed, all-natural Smithfield Premium Fresh Pork at Ray's Apple Market. It's proudly sourced from America's most trusted farms, with specialty bred hogs for superior quality, making each premium cut 20% more tender than other leading brands of pork without additives. Premium cuts like naturally tender and juicy pork chops, tenderloins, roasts, and ribs without added hormones or steroids. Taste the Smithfield Prime difference in every bite from Ray's Apple Market.
Heads up, tool lovers! Hometown Lumber and Hardware has Milwaukee brand products in their February doorbuster sale. Like the Milwaukee Pack-Out Toolbox Organizer for $36.99 and a Milwaukee 2-piece screwdriver set for $8.99. Pick up the Milwaukee 2-pack 18-volt M18 red lithium batteries for $119.99. That'll keep your drill drivers powered up and ready. For great prices on the tools you need, check out the doorbuster sales at Hometown Lumber and Hardware in Marysville.
Clay Center Tigers at the half, down 24-21. They led through much of the first half of play, 12-10 after one quarter. They led by as many as 5 in that first half and now trail 24-21. The Tigers led by Trevin Shirley, who had 10 first half points, including 2 3-pointers, 4 from Dylan Swinehart. He was 2 of 2 at the line. Isaac Lee knocked down 1 3-pointer, 2 points each for Cooper Glavin and Jared Fitzenmeyer. Now both teams have had a chance to hopefully go in and take a big, deep breath or several and come back out and try to play some basketball. It was testy throughout almost the entire first half, to say the least. Tigers down 24-21. We're nearing our second half. A big thanks to Daniela Thrasher and the Tiger Band for joining us. Again, you can catch that whole conversation with the band members and with Daniela on our KCLY YouTube channel. So go check that out. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. Second half is on the way.
Do you work hard, get paid, pay your bills, and feel as though you have nothing left to show for it? Do you feel like your life revolves around paying bill after bill after bill? Let me, Brandy Lippert, help you simplify the process by turning multiple payments into one payment and start 2019 off right with a debt consolidation loan. Save on interest and save your sanity. This is Brandy Lippert with Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
24-21 ball game. Clay Center Tigers down by 3 to start the second half. They'll go with Isaac Lee, Whit Williams, Trevin Shirley, Cooper Glavin, and Jared Fitzenmeyer on the court. Just underway, Council Grove will have the basketball to begin. Ellen Marshall out deep, gives it off to Brody King. Now on the right sideline to Berzer. Step toward the paint. Shot is up and floating in there by Byling. Tough shot. He has 8 now. The Tigers trail 26-21. Tigers first possession, opening second half. Isaac Lee, right wing. Left, tipped away toward the backcourt. Trevin Shirley trying to keep it alive. Now dive to the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, they say, off of Trevin Shirley. Trevin pointing to Berzer, who is lying out of bounds. And they'll say it is Council Grove's basketball. Marshall will inbound it. from the sideline. Now wants to fire it deep and does so to Berzer in the backcourt, chased by Fitzenmeyer. Left side it goes to Marshall. Now backs it out as the dribble against Isaac Lee. Right side wing, Berzer to the free throw line. No shot there. Byling's driving the lane again. Gets caught up in the air, gets rid of it. Now back outside to Berzer. He will fake it out left to Marshall. About a minute into this third period, the Tigers trailing by 5, 26-21. Only one field goal scored. That was by Council Grove's Byling. Here's Marshall. Gives it away now outside near the timeline to Brody King. To Byling. Toward the lane. Jump stop in the paint. Floater up. No. Rebound comes off to Cooper Glavin. Tigers get it back down by 5. 26-21 ball game. Isaac Lee off to Glavin. Cooper goes right on the wing deep for Shirley. Trevin off a screen to Fitzenmeyer. Left wing. They go low. Glavin inside the paint. Turns back to the bucket. Kicks it to the corner. Good look for Isaac Lee, and it just rims off. The rebound comes away to Freeze of Council Grove. Back the other way, the Braves. And takeaway inside by Whit Williams. Up the court to Shirley. And now Trevin will be called for double dribble. He did. He caught. He took a dribble. He didn't think he did. Trevin arguing the call, but he caught. No one was around him, and so he just took it up the floor. Trevin will get a breather, and Dylan Swihart is in. 6:19 to work. 26-21. Coach Groover, as Trevin comes out, telling him, yeah, you did. It's okay. We'll get you right back in there. But Trevin was not happy with that call. Here's Marshall, handed off to Berzer. Right side wing and deep freeze. They lob it in low to the paint. King takes it up inside. Glavin kind of hand-tied with the 2 fouls. Sees him rise up and knock it in off the glass. Now Clay Center's down by 7. Early stages, third quarter. Tigers with the basketball, down 28-21, yet to score through the first 2 minutes of this third period. Fitzenmeyer left to Lee. Isaac looks for an angle to get it inside, does so to Glavin. It's tipped away. Lee, though, gets it back. Now up top, Fitzenmeyer, around left to Swihart. Dillon to the post. Glavin back to the bucket. Turns, spins, baseline, jumpers up and good. The Coupe DeVille has 4. The Tigers get their first points of the second half on a great turnaround jumper from about 10 feet away by Cooper Glavin. Here's Marshall up the court toward the lane. In the paint it comes, and the shot's going to be strong. Rebound Cooper Glavin, able to come out of there with it and give it off to Jared Fitzenmeyer. Tigers have the basketball back, down 5. Still 5:13 to go, third quarter. Right and deep, Swihart off the screen, takes it to the point, now to Lee. Isaac to the post, Glavin. Unable to spin his way in the lane, now to Swihart, pulls for 10, no, rebound. Glavin's got it, back up, and can't get it down. There's Fitzenmeyer with an offensive rebound. A foul is going to be called, and it will be, they call this on Fitzenmeyer on the rebound. And the basketball goes back to Council Grove. 28-23 ball game. Tigers down by 5. Council Grove will have the basketball. Trevin Shirley's back in. Whit Williams will come out. Tigers full court pressuring. Byling down the floor to Marshall. Takes it into the lane, and a blocking foul on Swihart. Ellen Marshall, the freshman, will go to the line to shoot 2. Swihart will pick up his third foul of the game. So Marshall, who has 5 points, knocked down 1 3 and a field goal, his 40th three-pointer of the season, the 5'5" freshman. Blake Frederick returns for the Tigers. Fitzenmeyer will come out. Swihart with the 3 fouls stays in. 4:50 left to go in the third. And both free throws are good for Marshall. He has 7. And the Tigers trail by that number, 30-23. Isaac Lee weaves his way in the paint. Now kicks it out to Blake Frederick. Good pull from 15 feet. Banks it home. Blake Frederick knocks it in off the window, and the Tigers back within 5. Now they've credited the wrong points on the board. I believe it's a 5-point ball game. It's Berzer in the front court. 4:24 to go. Berzer holds with the dribble out deep. Nearing the midway point of the third period. Pass to the lane for King. Backs his way in the paint. Turns, spins, tough, guarded jumper, no. Rebound, Cooper Glavin. That's 3 rebounds in this quarter alone. Back the other way it comes, and the ball taken away. Frederick trying to kick it outside to Lee, and it was knocked away and then taken by Council Grove. Play Center trailing here in the third. Kellen Marshall hands it away to Berzer out top. Right wing and deep is free. Now to Berzer again. Left side wing, Marshall. Lee out on him. 3:44 to go. 32-25. It's a 7-point ball game. Ball is taken away from Blake Frederick down low, and he just could not believe there was no foul called. Tigers, though, still come up with the basketball. Now they've got the scoreboard right at 30-25. It is a 5-point game as we thought. Shirley for three to cut it deeper, and it's short. Long rebound, tracked down by Swihart. Dillon trying to go through a double team, and it's going to be kicked by Clay Center. It will stay with Council Grove. They'd come up with the basketball to begin with. It is a weird rhythm to this game, I can tell you that much. It was extremely physical, and no, I would say it was extremely rough in the first half. And it's not lessened a whole lot. It will be Council Grove with the basketball. Jalen Timpkins walks it across. 3:10 to go, third period. Tigers trail by 5. Swihart with the steal. 1-on-1 the other way. He'll take it all the way to the paint. The blocking foul called against Council Grove. Swihart headed to the stripe to shoot 2. With 3 fouls, the senior steps up, reads the pass, the tip away, the drive 1-on-1, and now he's at the line shooting 2. 3:05 remains, third quarter. Swihart swishes in. 3 for 3 at the stripe, cuts the lead to 4. Jared Fitzenmeyer back in for the Tigers as Isaac Lee will come out. Fitzenmeyer will join Frederick, Shirley, Glavin, and Swihart, who hits both free throws. He's 4 for 4 at the line, and now it's a 3-point ball game. Long down-court pass against the pressure. Inside the lane, shot is up and good by Council Grove. They beat the press over the top. Edison Rather with the bucket. Now the dribble drive by Swihart. He's going to draw another foul against Timpkins. 32-27 ball game. Tigers down by 5. 2:50 left in the third. They'll have the basketball on the baseline. Blake Frederick will inbound it. To the corner he goes to Glavin. Out top Shirley. 3-ball off his design play, and he drills it. And it's a 2-point ball game. Shirley was 13. That is his third 3-pointer of the ball game. Set play from the baseline. Up the sideline. Council Grove nearly turns it over. They do keep it alive. Berzer has it in the front court against Shirley. 2:29 to work. We're in the third. Tigers trailing now 32-30. Berzer the dribble drive. Shot in the lane. Rolls home. Berzer has 4 points. 34-30 ball game. Tigers back the other way. Frederick in the corner. Ball takes the 3. Kick out top. Glavin takes it toward the paint. Stops. Kick out right. Shirley again for 3. Strong. Long rebound, though. Guess who? Cooper Glavin with another board. The Tigers save a possession down by 4. Frederick will bring it out top, directing traffic. Is Swihart wing right. Fitzenmeyer wing left. Out top it comes to Shirley. Right wing to Frederick. Glavin trying to post inside. And now Swihart's got to look at 3, and it just rims away. Rebound comes off to Council Grove, but they will throw it away, and the Tigers get it back. They'll have it on the baseline, on the sideline. Berzer trying to track it down, could not do so. 34-30. Tigers down by 4. They'll have the basketball on the sideline, I should say, near the baseline, away from the Tiger bench. Frederick will inbound to Fitzenmeyer. Looks back door to Shirley, not there. Now kicks it to the right wing. Trevin Shirley all the way to the window, gets the roll, and a chance at a 3-point play for sure, Hand Shirley. And Trevin has brought the Tigers back within 2. He now has 15 in the game, and a chance at hoop and harm. The foul is the third on Brett Berzer. And a chance to convert an old-fashioned 3 here for the Tigers. Shirley's free throw is up and splashes in there. 16 now for Shirley. The Tigers are back within 1. Full court pressure again. Marshall in the backcourt against Fitzenmeyer. Works his way up the floor. 1:23 to work, third period. Marshall gives it away out top to Freeze. Left side wing. Berzer attacks the lane. Great cutoff by Frederick and Shirley. Now the steal Cooper Glavin headed the other way. He'll take it in strong. Double pump, no. Rebound, and that's going to be Clay Center's basketball. Glavin made a great work against Brody King. It just rimmed out on the lay-in, and then King came in to get the loose ball, but he had not established himself in play, so Clay Center gets the basketball back with 1:08 to work third quarter. Blake Frederick will inbound from the baseline left of the window. It comes into Glavin. Out top, Shirley for the lead. 3-ball up, and good! Trevin Shirley with a fist pump coming back the other direction. The Tigers now up by 2, 36-34. Kick out to Berzer. Dribble drive to the lane. Hangs in the air. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. 53 seconds left, and Trevin Shirley just hit his 4th three-pointer of the game. 17 in the contest now. Correction, 19 points for Shirley on the night. 10 in the first half, 9 in this quarter alone. 36-34, Tigers by 2. Berzer at the stripe, misses on the first of 2. Isaac Lee back on for the Tigers. Swihart played a long stretch with those 3 fouls and had a couple of steals, had the free throws, and now the Tigers have a 2-point lead. Trevin Shirley has caught fire. Second free throw misses as well. Rebound to Blake Frederick. 50 seconds left. Tigers lead here, 36-34, and with the basketball. Frederick through the front court. Gives it away to Fitzenmeyer. Little weave out top between Fitzenmeyer, Frederick, and Isaac Lee. Now Shirley gets in the mix. To Fitzenmeyer. Glavin posting low. A lot of movement by the Tigers offense. Here's Frederick. Off to Glavin. Spins all the way to the paint. What a move by the Coupe DeVille. And the Tigers lead by 4. Moved his man to defense up toward the top of the lane with the right-hand dribble, then drop step right back to the right and to the lane and up off the window and good. 38-34. Tigers up by 4 with 10. Marshall backs it out. Fitzenmeyer out on him. Now with 7. To the corner. Berzer for 3 on its way and down. Berzer hits the three-pointer and makes it a 1-point ball game going to the final 8 minutes. 38-37. Tigers by 1 here in the Den.
If you're looking for a solution for living a better life at home with the aid of durable medical equipment, you've come to the right place. Patterson Health Mart has a wide selection of durable equipment such as nebulizers, CPAP machines, wheelchairs, diabetic supplies, and so much more. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has the best durable medical supplies from the most respected companies. Come in and find the equipment that will make your stay at home comfortable at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center.
More internet users and devices require more speed. If your household's internet usage has grown significantly in the last year or 2, but your internet plan has stayed the same, your connection may now be overloaded. If you're streaming video, it also uses your internet and can make your internet seem slow. Call Twin Valley to find a Pulse internet solution for your busy household. Service availability will depend on location. Contact them to learn more. Call 800-515-3311 for fast solutions. Twin Valley Pulse.
Studio engineer tonight, of course, Bernie Pansella back at home, always running things as the Tigers here tonight take on the Council Grove Braves. They lead by 1, headed to the final quarter. Lady Tigers won earlier tonight, 44-38, escaping for their 13th win on the year. Tigers were down 3 at half. Now they lead by 1 and will have the basketball to begin this final 8 minutes. Jared Fitzenmeyer, Isaac Lee, Cooper Glavin, Trevin Shirley, Blake Frederick. Here's Trevin Shirley. Double team, pulls the trigger off glass, almost got it to fall in there. They cleared it out for him to go one-on-one, and it just rimmed away. He has 19 points tonight. Now Council Grove had a chippy and missed it, and Cooper Glavin with another rebound. Fitzenmeyer down the court. Outside to Coop, but across left it goes to Blake Frederick. Frederick toward the lane. Kick out. Isaac Lee's got to look at 3. He puts it down. They will wave it off. They call the charging foul on Frederick. He made the kick out, and then after the pass, the contact, and so the charge is called. They waved the bucket away. That was a 3-in by Isaac Lee, and it heads back the other direction. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Pass, and it is thrown away. I said nearly thrown away. Blake Frederick makes the defensive play to force the turnover on the inbound, and the Tigers have it back just underway in the 4th, leading by 1. It'll be Blake Frederick to inbound. We have Glavin, Lee, Fitzenmeyer, Shirley on the court. Fitzenmeyer Backdoor look, and the Tigers have it kicked out of bounds by Council Grove. Now it goes to the baseline for the Tigers to inbound. Blake Frederick will inbound it. Looking low. Fitzenmeyer flashed open for a moment. Now the ball loose. Isaac Lee has it. To the wing left it goes. Fitzenmeyer, three-pointer. No. Rebound weak side. Blake Frederick takes it back out deep. Shirley for another three. This one rattles home. The soft touch from Trevin Shirley. That is his fifth three-pointer tonight. The Tigers lead by 4, 41-37. And now a foul on Fitzenmeyer down court as Brody King trying to take it to the paint. Trevin Shirley gently dropped it on the rim from the three-point land, and it rolled around and fell home. 41-37. 7:03 still to go in this game. The Tigers lead it by 4 now. Into the backcourt it goes for Kellen Marshall. Fitzenmeyer back on him. The freshman will work it toward the timeline. Hands it off deep on the right side to Berger. Now wing right, Freeze. Into the lane it goes to King. Shot up off glass and good. Brody King has put together now a double-digit night. He has 11 on the evening. Tiger lead is 2, 41-39. Outside Glavin. Isaac Lee, right wing. Off a screen, now toward the paint. Free throw line jumper. A lot of contact, no foul. And then there's a foul on the rebound against the Tigers. 41-39. Jared Fitzenmeyer picks up the foul. That'll be his third. And now we have a timeout taken on the floor. We'll take one as well. Tigers up by 2. 6:34 still to go. Fourth quarter.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and LibertyLink that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
41-39 ball game. Tigers have a 2-point lead. 6:34 left to go in the fourth. Council Grove has the basketball back. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Comes into Kellen Marshall. The little point guard will bring it across with a pass to Brody King. Cut off by Frederick. Outside left to Biley. Now to King. Fakes on the three. Steps toward the lane. Backing his way into paint. Leans in underneath to tie it. The lay-in no. Rebound. Cooper Glavin again. The outlet pass to Blake Frederick. Blake down court. Stops, now gives it away to Shirley, and it's an offensive foul called against Blake Frederick. He kicked it out to Shirley. His left offhand ended up around the head of a Council Grove Brave. Frederick didn't think a foul at all, and the whistle gives the basketball back to Council Grove. For Blake Frederick, that is now his fourth. Tigers in the full court press. Berger brings it across to Kellen Marshall against Isaac Lee. 6 minutes still to go. Tigers up by 2, 41-39. Marshall with the dribble. 5 count is on, and it's a 5-second violation. The sophomore Isaac Lee defending. Marshall going nowhere, and the Tigers will get it back. So Clay Center gets it with 5:59 now on the fourth quarter clock, and a 2-point lead still intact at 41-39. Across the timeline it comes. Trevin Shirley attacks the lane. Kick out in the corner. Lee for the 3 ball. Just strong. Weak side board, though. Blake Frederick. Tigers have a new possession. Trevin Shirley with 22 tonight. Off to Frederick. Fakes the 3. Drives the lane. Steps in the paint. Takes it up and finishes in a crowd. Blake Frederick has 4, and the Tigers lead by 4 at 43-39. Kellen Marshall in the front court. Defending Fitzenmeyer out on him. Isaac Lee forced the 5-second count, near still by Lee. High posted comes to King. Back to the bucket. Now he pulls from 10. It's strong. Rebound, tip out. Blake Frederick has it. Frederick to the front court. Chased by a double team. Stops and will get rid of it to Cooper Glavin as the sideline takes the timeout. 43-39. 5:09 to work here in the fourth. The Tigers with a 4-point lead and a timeout on the floor.
Hey drivers, Are you looking for that employer where you can earn top pay for your hard work? Maybe you're looking for quality equipment and a friendly, family-oriented staff. At TSI Kansas, you can find this and much more. TSI Kansas is currently hiring talented and professional drivers to be a part of their team. Call 785-632-5183 and see if you qualify.
43-39. Tigers with 5:09 left in this game have a 4-point lead and the basketballs against Council Grove. Council Grove 7-8 on the year. The Tigers looking for their third win after playing so well against Chapman Tuesday, who went to 12-2 with their win here in the Den. Here's Glavin. Right corner. Lee's got to look at a three ball. You betcha! Splash Lee with his second triple of the game. And now the Tiger lead is at 46-39. King will bring it himself. Nearly lost it into backcourt. Now brings it across with a pass to Kellen Marshall. Guarded by Lee. Just knocked down the big triple on the other end. 4:35 left in the fourth. Tigers lead here by 7. King trying to clear it out. Takes it toward the paint. Nearly had it stripped away. Marshall fakes the three. Floater in the lane. Up and good. Blake Frederick trying to draw the charge. Didn't get the call. Marshall with the bucket. And now we've got a foul on the arm against Council Grove. It will be their 4th team foul. 7 already whistled against the Tigers in this half. So no bonus yet. 4:19 to work. The Tiger lead is 5, 46-41. Jared Fitzenmeyer will inbound. Skips it across the court to Blake Frederick, who will walk it across the timeline, guarded by Freed. Frederick hands it off to Trevin Shirley. Free throw line jumper, and it rims off. Rebound tipped by Glavin, and then picked up by Marshall inside for Council Grove. Long down court pass, Beiling across the timeline, wing right. Midway point, fourth quarter. Tigers lead it by 5. Brody King steps to the paint in the corner. Berger for 3. Good. Berger has hit a couple of threes in this ball game. Both have come in the second half. 46-44. The Tiger lead down to 2. 3:45 to go in this contest. Clay Center has possession and that 2-point lead. Glavin outside to Shirley. Takes it a couple of times against Berger. Now drives the lane, turns, spins, and he's going to be called for traveling. Trying to get through a double team. And Trevin Shirley travels, turns it back over to Council Grove. Shirley will come out, Swihart in. 46-44. 3:35 left in this game. The Tigers lead by 1, or by 2, 46-44. Now, Berger almost walked into the court of play as he was trying to hold his balance and calls a timeout to save the Council Grove possession. We'll break as well. The Tigers lead 46-44. You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball's a simple game. Insurance is too when you turn to me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman in Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for farm, auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Give us a call at 785-632-2585. I make insurance a layup. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Speech development is very important in a child's life. Clay County Medical Center has speech therapy services that help children speak, communicate, and understand language. From speech fluency and stuttering, articulation, autism spectrum disorders, literacy and vocabulary, feeding and oral motor skills, and more for infants to adolescents. If you'd like to make an appointment with speech therapist Megan Gefeller at Clay County Medical Center, please call 632-2144. Clay County Medical Center in Clay Center, Kansas.
Back again in the Den. Tigers lead it 46-44. Still 3:35 to go. Council Grove does have the basketball. Length of the floor to go. The Tigers pressure this time. They'll catch him at half court. Here's King toward the lane again. And it's a blocking foul on Dylan Swihart. 2 free throws coming for King. For Swihart, it'll be his 4th foul. Trying to slide over and draw the charge, but he was sliding as contact was being made. And that is the 5th foul. Pardon me. That's the 5th foul now on Swihart. So they'll be without the Swihart Swiss, the senior, for the final 3 minutes, 26 seconds of this game. Tigers lead by 2. Free throws coming for King. And the first one rims off to the right. Brody King with 11 points to lead the way for the Braves. They also have 10 from Brett Berzer. Second free throw is short. Rebound tipped around. Fitzenmeyer has it. Tigers lead by 2 and have possession back. 46-44 ball game. Fitzenmeyer, backdoor look, Glavin in the lane, has it scooped away for a moment, and in doing so, travels with the basketball. Just tough break. Had a good idea on the backdoor cut. Glavin caught, never could get control of it, and then ends up traveling with the basketball. 3:16 to work here in the fourth. Council Grove has it back. Clay Center still with that 2-point lead, 46-44. Filing across the timeline. Frederick guarding there. To the corner is Marshall. To the baseline, underneath the bucket, outside to Berzer. Now back in the corner. Biling's got a good look at a three, and it is down, and Council Grove has reclaimed the lead. Biling with his third three-pointer of the game now has 11. The Tigers trail by 1, 47-46. Here's Fitzenmeyer to the lane. Kick out to the baseline. Lee for three. That is the second three-pointer that has been waved off for Isaac Lee after a kick-out pass and a continuation of motion. Jared Fitzenmeyer called for the charge. Kellen Marshall standing in there below the bucket. Wouldn't count in college, wouldn't count in the pros because they got the circle around the lane. But that does count in high school basketball. And Fitzenmeyer's forward motion just took him right into Marshall after the kickout, which Isaac Lee did knock down. 47-46. Now Council Grove has a 1-point lead. Out deep with it is Freed. Guarded by Shirley. Takes it to the paint. Hangs in the air, no. Gets his own rebound. Swatted by Glavin. And a foul is going to be called against the Tigers. It'll be free throws coming for Council Grove. Wow, they called that on. I thought maybe they called a reach down low, which might be a break for the Tigers. That would have been the fifth on Jared Fitzenmeyer, who was in the area, because I thought Cooper Glavin swatted that one clean up top. It's the third on Coop. Remember, he picked up 2 fouls very early in the game. 2:29 left in the fourth quarter. Whit Williams back on for the Tigers. Frederick will come out. Free throw missed. Council Grove's lead is 1, 47-46. Second free throw is banking in. So Freeze hits 1 of 2, and the Tigers trail by just 1 bucket, 48-46. 2:24 left here in the ball game. Right side, Isaac Lee against Marshall. Works it left. Now toward the paint. To the baseline, Williams back outside. Shirley for the lead, a 3-ball. Yes! Trevin Shirley's 6th three-pointer tonight, and the Tigers have put themselves back on top by 1. And now Shirley with a steal. The tip away. He's got it back. Headed to the lane, reaching on Marshall. 2 free throws for the Tigers. Trevin Shirley with the 3, the steal, the hustle play, and now a chance at the line to put the Tigers up. After he just gave them a 1-point lead, he can increase it here at the stripe. 25 points tonight now for Trevin Shirley. Make it 26 as he buries the free throw, and now the Tigers lead 50-48 with 2 minutes to work. One more charity coming for the senior. Free throw on its way, and good. 27 for Shirley. The Tiger lead is 3, under 2 to go here in the fourth quarter. Berzer down court. Around left, it swung to Biling. Now Kellen Marshall to Biling in the corner. Can't get a 3 away. Whit Williams out on him. Tiger student section and fans up stomping and yelling defense for their team. They lead by 3. Here's King outside. Now to Berzer. Between the legs, back out top. They kick it far left to Kellen Marshall. Now up top to Berzer. 90 seconds left. Tigers lead it here by 3. A tie in the corner. Biling, no. Rebound to Freeze. Can't get it away. Kick out to King. He'll dribble penetrate. Below the bucket. Reverse lay-in is good. And a timeout taken by Coach Hula of Council Grove. The Tigers have a 1-point lead. 51-50 with 1:15 left here in the ball game. When we return.
If you're itemizing deductions, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy can provide you with a history report at your request. They'll print out your prescription list that you had filled or refilled with them in the past year for your convenience. And this service is absolutely free. It's just another reason to make Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy your prescription and health headquarters. They're always there for you.
$1:15 remains in the ball game. The Clay Center Tigers trailed by 3 at halftime, led by 1 going to the fourth. Then they fell behind and were crunched, and they've been able to claw back. And now Trevin Shirley has caught fire. 27 points tonight, 6 3-pointers he's knocked down. But Brody King with a bucket on the other end brings Council Grove within 1. The Tigers have the basketball. Length of the floor to go with a 1-point lead, and now down to 1:10. Isaac Lee up the floor to Fitzenmeyer. Jarrett toward the baseline, gets underneath, caught in the air to Whit Williams. Ball stripped away, now stripped back by Fitzenmeyer. Now picked up by Williams, now timeout by Drew Groover. That thing changed possession about 4 times in the lane between 2 different players, and it's Clay Center who gets the timeout. They'll keep the basketball. Now 1:01 left in this game. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Basketball.
When Precision Ag equipment isn't working right, Central Valley Ag customers call their Precision Ag Helpline.
Growers that have their Precision Planting, Ag Leader, Yield 360 technology through us get support when every minute matters.
CVA Precision Ag Manager Keith Byerly says using AgriSync, they see what you see.
Via their camera on the back of their phone.
Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist about the Precision Ag Helpline. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Tigers have a 1-point lead, 51-50. Couple of non-conference games back-to-back tonight here against Council Grove. Tuesday they go to Republic County. They played so well at home against a really good Chapman team on Tuesday night, and now that was shorthanded. Now they've come back tonight and come from behind in the fourth. They led by 1 going to the fourth, but they've come from 4 down in this period to lead by 1 and now own the basketball with 1:01 left to go in the game. Timeout was taken by Coach Groover. Tigers will inbound from the baseline left of the glass. Jared Fitzenmeyer, the inbounder. Whit Williams, Isaac Lee, Cooper Glavin, Trevin Shirley out there. Fitzenmeyer needs to go somewhere. Lobbed out deep. Glavin brings it down. King on him. Now, Council Grove still has a foul to give before they'll put the Tigers at the free throw line. Fitzenmeyer drives the lane. Ball faking up. He's fouled by King. And it'll be 2 free throws coming for Jared Fitzenmeyer. Great dribble drive. He got the defender up in the air. Now, King blocked it clean up top, but he was up in the air, and Fitzenmeyer just knew he was going to come down on top of him. And so 2 free throws coming for Fitzenmeyer. 0 for 1 tonight at the line. First free throw is up, and it rattles off. The Tiger lead is 1. 51 seconds remain in the ball game. The junior with 1 more charity coming. He has 2 points in the game tonight. Free throw up, and this one looks good and rims out. Now Berzer with the board. Under 50 seconds left. Tiger lead is still at 1, 51-50. Kellen Marshall walks it through the timeline. Guarded by Isaac Lee. Off to Berzer. Left. Marshall gets a deep screen. A 3-pointer, no. Rebound tipped by Glavin. Out of bounds to Council Grove. Decent look for the freshman, Kellen Marshall. But it was strong. Glavin, all he could do was get a hand to it, and then it went out of bounds. Now the pass in the lane is going to be thrown away, and Whit Williams runs it down. The Tigers have it back. Here's Glavin taking it to the lane, and it's stripped away from behind. Then bodies go to the ground, and Council Grove comes up with it. Cooper Glavin still has not gotten up yet. And now back the other way. Berzer for a 3. No. Rebound Fitzenmeyer with 15 seconds, and a foul called against Council Grove. Fitzenmeyer has a 1-and-1 coming the other way. Cooper Glavin wanting a foul on the other end, still a little shaken up. Rough and tumble, rowdy, knockdown, drag out, a throwdown is what it's been tonight here in the Den. And with 14 seconds left, the Tigers lead by 1. And Jared Fitzenmeyer steps to the stripe with a 1-and-1 chance. And 14 seconds left on the clock. First free throw on its way is no good. It rims off. Looks good. It was soft. Down to 10 seconds. Council Grove in the backcourt with 8. With 7, they bring it across with 6. Now with 5, Biling in the corner, and a timeout taken by Council Grove with 5.1 seconds left. And the Tigers leading 51-50. Don't go away. The finish from the Den is on the way next.
More internet users and devices require more speed. If your household's internet usage has grown significantly in the last year or two, but your internet plan has stayed the same, your connection may now be overloaded. If you're streaming video, it also uses your internet and can make your internet seem slow. Call Twin Valley to find a Pulse internet solution for your busy household. Service availability will depend on location. Contact them to learn more. Call 800-515-3311 for fast solutions. Twin Valley Pulse.
51-50. Coach Hula of Council Grove letting one of his leading scorers in Biling bring it down the court. I think just kind of see if it would open up for him. And when things kind of got a little ragtag on the sideline with 5 seconds left, he called the timeout from the bench. And so now it will be Council Grove, free throw line extended right in front of the Tigers student section, inbounding on their end of the floor with the Tigers up 51-50. And 5.1 seconds left in this game. Berzer will inbound it from the sideline. They have 3 down low for Council Grove, 1 at the right elbow, and Berzer to inbound. 5.1 seconds left. And now a timeout taken by Coach Drew Groover after he saw what Council Grove had lined up on the offensive end. We'll take another timeout. Tiger basketball, the finish on a Friday, coming your way next.
Hey, folks, since we've added our new display lot downtown Clay Center, people are saying we have the best deals on Highway 15 and 24. And we think so, too. So give us a chance to earn your business. And just for coming in, we're going to buy you dinner at the 1524 Brew House. That's right. Just give us a chance, and we're going to buy you lunch. So come out and see us. You got nothing to lose. You're going to get a great deal and a great meal. So come see us at the Green Team in Clay Center.
51-50. Tigers lead by 1. There is 5.1 seconds left on the scoreboard clock in this fourth quarter. Council Grove will have the basketball. Both coaches have now had a chance for Council Grove to call timeout and call a play for the Tigers to kind of see how they were lined and then go talk defense. The Council Grove Braves will have the exact same alignment. Berzer taking it out. You have 3 down low. Would not be surprised to have a screen, double screen to try to get Kellen Marshall, I would guess, somewhere with the basketball. Not necessarily to shoot it, but either to kick back to Berzer or go inside to Brody King. 5.1 seconds left. They'll get it to Marshall out deep. 4 seconds with 3 in the corner. Berzer with 1, drives the lane. Shot is up. It's no good. And the Tigers will win. The Tigers will win. A shot at the Berzer. Pretty good look for Berzer down low. But the rebound comes off to Blake Frederick. And the Tigers have found a way. 51-50 over Council Grove. Stay with us. Postgame coming up next.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Truck drivers are the lifeblood of America. From bringing the crops from the field to the market, to the groceries and raw materials, you can see semi-trucks moving America one load at a time. TSI Kansas is your local trucking company that's doing their part to keep America moving forward. If you're a driver looking for great pay and benefits, then you need to call 785-632-5183.
When Precision Ag equipment isn't working right, Central Valley Ag customers call their Precision Ag Helpline.
Growers that have their precision planting, Ag Leader, Yield 360 technology through us get support when every minute matters.
CVA Precision Ag Manager Keith Byerly says using AgriSync, they see what you see.
Via their camera on the back of their phone.
Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist about the Precision Ag Helpline. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
some kind of battle here tonight on a Friday for the Clay Center Tigers and Council Grove Braves. It comes down right to the final second when the shot from Berzer just rims off, and the Tigers hold on for a 51-50 win over Council Grove. The Braves led by Brody Kings, 13, 11 from Haiti Biling, 10 from Brett Berzer, 9 from Kellen Marshall, 3 for Diedrich Fries, 2 each from Jalen Tompkins and Edison Rather. For the Tigers, 27 tonight for Trevin Shirley, 6 3-pointers, 4 trays in the second half. He had 10 at halftime. He'll finish the game with 27 tonight. 6 each coming from Dylan Swihart, Cooper Glavin, Isaac Lee, Blake Frederick had 4, and Jared Pitzenmeyer with 2, and they all matter in a 1-point win. The third victory of the year for the Tigers over Council Grove, a 51-50 final. Tigers will travel to Republic County on Tuesday night, another non-conference game. Lady Tigers won earlier, escaping over Council Grove 44-38, and the Tiger boys win at 51-50. Trevin Shirley, 27 tonight on your Wohlers Bandbox Cleaners post-game show. We get you set for a Tuesday night at Belleville against Republic County, and a sweep tonight at home for the Clay Center Tigers. Lady Tigers 44-38, and the Tiger boys hang on 51-50. That is your Wohlers Bandbox Cleaners post-game show. For our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella, this is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Friday.